So let's take a look at guns you probably don't need, but you can't pass up on if the deal's too good. So this is a Just Right Carbines 9mm rifle. This one is rifle length. This gun was used on Gunbroker, and I won it for $325. This is the cheapest Just Right carbine to sell that sold on Gunbroker. And if you're a lefty and you can get this gun this cheap, how do you pass? Since this, which I've already switched, is one of the only 9mm carbines you can switch to left-hand eject. Now, it doesn't have an ambi safety, but that is a standard AR safety, standard AR grip, standard AR buffer tube, change of stock grip, safety. Not a big deal. Takes Glock mags. And how do you pass on something like this for the price? This was used, and it looks like it came with one Glock 17 mag. But to have a left-handed eject, how do you pass that up if you're a lefty? Weird thing about this gun is the muzzle brake has a screw in it. Now I already loosened that, but so standard threads, these are 1/2 by 28. So don't put your standard AR flash hider on here, since it'll be smaller. It'll be 223 size, so it'll hit. But I mean, 1/2 by 28, great for suppressors. So it's kind of nice that it has that. This is not the takedown model, but I mean, for $325 and the cheapest one to sell on Gunbroker in the last 90 days, because that's all the further you can go back on the Gunbroker completed auction search, this is a pretty good deal. Pretty weird rifle, kind of heavy for a 9mm, but considering everything is aluminum on it and kind of thick and proprietary as far as upper receiver, lower receiver, magwell, it is not as easy to take apart as an AR, since these are screws that you have to take off, and this piece is separate from the trigger group. But this does take standard AR triggers, so you can put a better trigger in it. You can reverse the charging handle. This was set up with a charging handle over here, an ejection on this side, but I already switched it. Super easy to switch. The ejector is actually attached to this plate, so you take this plate off, switch it around to this side, goes right on easy. And the only other thing you have to do is take the extractor off one side of the bolt carrier group, put it on the other, which is just by one little pin, flip it around, and you have a full left-hand eject rifle. If you're going to do that and you're a lefty, you got to get a safety, which I need to still change that out. But for the price, how can you pass on that? Highly recommended. Now, to take this rifle apart to convert it, you do have to disassemble it in a weird way. It's not like a regular AR. If you want to change the bolt, you want to pull the bolt out, you have to get a 9/16 Allen wrench, take the screw out in here, and you also have to take the buttstock off. However, to take the buttstock off, you have to just unscrew it until it pops off. So putting it back together is a little weird, because you just got to push it back in and screw it with the pressure. These screws are all the same, so you can't mix those up. Those are all the same, or it doesn't matter if you mix those up. And they are 1/8 inch Allen wrenches. But pull your stock off, pull this off. All three of these screws do have to come out to pull the trigger group out, because it is got a little metal pin in there to hold the thing together. Take those three out, take this screw out, unscrew your buttstock, and then you can slide your bolt, your bolt back to that back position, and then once it's back there, you can remove your bolt handle. I already unscrewed it. There's your bolt. And now to convert it, punch that pin out, pull the extractor out, move the extractor onto that side, easy to do, put the pin back in. Once you do that, you can switch it over, take these 2 screws out, switch that, and you're good to go.